Hello, so in this video I'm going to be going through some of the current things I know how to get around 3D printing from a model done in SketchUp. At the moment I'm using the 2020 version of SketchUp Pro. It doesn't really matter what version you have. Let's get started. So obviously you have watched my other videos regarding converting Illustrator file over to SketchUp. This is to be viewed after this. Okay, and also do not link directly to this video. Please look at the please link to the playlist I'm going to have this connected to because this video is going to be updated later on whenever I find anything new to update for. Anything that I can find that's been a problem. So first of all, obviously, you need to get rid of Laura. So this is in this version of SketchUp. And I'm just going to draw some basic shapes and show you some workarounds. So obviously you know how to draw a basic structure. Okay, you've got your slab, 300mm slab, for example. I might make it a little bit bigger. My slab a little bit bigger. Whoops. I've been using other 3D programs lately, so I'm a bit sort of sketchy at times. Okay, so here's my slab. So the best practice is anytime you create a level of something, you need to triple click on it and then group it. Okay, group it. Okay, so then at any stage you can deconstruct your structure. Okay, so next up we're going to go into here and we just don't go into the group. We go to the edge tool and we click on the edge. No, that doesn't work. We need to go over and we need to create a new shape. And then we go to the edge, as you know, and we type in 300, which is the thickness of an external wall. So we're going to bring this up by 2700, press return. Okay, so this is our wall, and obviously we need to triple click on this wall and we need to make it as a group. Okay, so other things you have in a structure would be, for example, a door. So I'm just going to triple click into this. I'm going to put a basic door in, just a door jamb would suffice. Okay, and I'm not going to measure this one. This one's just going to be whatever. And I'm going to push pull that out. So you know this stuff, okay? So this here is our basic structure. Clean that a little bit up there. All right, and then we also, on a house, we might have, let's say, for example, another level as well. And then after that, then after that we might have a roof, for example. So I'm going to create another item here, and I'm going to put in a basic roof through here. Okay, in fact that one's not going to work. I'm just going to put in a basic roof, push pull this up. I'm going to find the center of it, divide it a bit, and I'm going to use the push pull, sorry, not the push pull, the move tool to move this item down like that. Okay, all right, so this is, let's say this is your basic structure, okay, and everything needs to be a group. So when it comes time to 3D printing this item, what you need to do is, what I recommend you to do is obviously save the original, and then you're going to duplicate everything. Okay, so everything's duplicated. Let's get this ready to print. Alright, so we know how a 3D printer works. It's pretty much a hot glue gun on connected to an inkjet printer structure. Okay, so the best method here is that when you do print, a printer cannot print a floor above a surface, right? So this item here would be all filled in with a lot of other plastic as the second color, for example, or PVA. I don't recommend using PVA because it's very finicky. You'll have a lot of failed prints. Okay, so that's for those who are using a 2-color printer. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to set this up. So I'm going to keep this slab here and the roof line, sorry, not the roof line, the wall, and I'm going to move this floor with the base down here like this, okay? And let's see if we can link this up. So to the model and bring this down and then bring it across. Okay, so this is looking like it's going to be printing. All right, so let's do the same with this roof. The roof needs to be separate. Okay. Come on, connect up, model. Okay. Forgive me for having a sound of a 3D printer in the background. It's on the same table at the moment. And we're remote learning. So here we have our sort of basic structure here of what could be printed. Okay. So some other things you need to fix up is that I like to, instead of using a in the print settings using Cura, instead of simply just clicking on scaffold material, I like not to print the scaffold material. I like to put my own scaffold material in. So we have here a structure, obviously, that is in a real life size. Okay, so let's measure it. Okay, so it is, 3,276 millimeters, which is equal to over 3 meters in size. So we're not going to be printing the structure at 1:100 scale. At 1:1 scale. We're going to reduce it down to 1:100 scale. So let's select all these. Need to select all those items. We're going to go to the scale tool and we start scaling down. Oh, I didn't select the slab as well, so I need to select the slab as well. Yep, okay, now it should work. And I'm just going to make sure I have a whole interface in so you can see it. Okay, so we're looking at these measurements over here. So we're going to the scale tool, we start to scale down, and now type in 0.01 and press return. And believe it or not, I'm just going to scroll in, that is now 1:100 scale for the print. Okay, so let's check this by measurement. This should now be 33 millimeters. Yes, and it is. Okay, so now that is now correct. Other things we need to do, we need to see this store here, and let's measure the width of this store. Now this could be a window or anything like that. Now 10 millimeters is too much of an overhang for the 3D printer to manage. So what I like to do is, I like to go to the circle tool, and then I'll go onto this face over here, and I click and I pull out like there, and then I type in 0.5 millimeters. Its radius is too small, so let's type in here. Let's type in here 1 millimeter for the radius. Okay, there we go. And I'm going to change the color of this after I push-pull it up. So I'm going to push-pull it up to the top here. Okay, and I'm going to triple-click on this, right-click, make as a group. Okay, and then I want this to be only 1 millimeter in diameter. At the moment, it is 2 millimeters in diameter, so I need to shrink it down. So I'm going to go to the resize tool. I'm going to reduce this down to 0.5. So now that is a 1 millimeter thick item. I'm going to use the move tool to move this out to the edge here. Okay, and I'm going to triple click into this. I'm going to push pull that face up to the top there. Let's see how that goes. Well, obviously it's not connected to the base there, which is strange. So let's go on over here. I'm going to move this out. Okay. Geez, I'm not having luck today. There we go. Alright, so I just need to make sure that I have the top here done, so it's right up to the top section here. Yep, that's cool now. Okay, so I'm going to go out of there, and I'm going to move this So it's approximately no more than 3 millimeters away from this edge. Okay, and I'm going to duplicate it about 3 times. Okay, and this is called scaffolding material. So I'm making my own scaffolding material for this item. Okay, all right. So after I print, because it's only 1 millimeter in diameter, I can easily remove it with the box cutter or some small files, for example. Okay. That's all I'd like to go through at this stage in time. If you have any strange structures that, for example, are larger than our printing bed, which is 18 centimeters cubed, you need to dissect your model into multiple parts. Okay, I might make a video on how to do that after this one. Obviously, you need to go to this store and also put in that scaffolding material in there. This will actually print. Just remember that you need to clean up your model so you don't have the original structure. Okay, delete that one, zoom back in, and remove all your measurement tool items. Otherwise, it prints out with this strange artifact as well. Okay, so that is how you go about converting a simple structure into a 3D print. That'll be all. Thank you. Bye.